Have you ever felt like your business is a runaway train? You're working tirelessly, revenue is coming in, and the bank account looks okay, but deep down, a nagging unease persists. You're busy, you're making sales, yet you feel stressed, behind, and like you're not truly winning. This isn't just a feeling. It's a common reality for countless dedicated business owners, and it's precisely what we're going to unravel today. Many of you, our incredible business owners, entrepreneurs, and startup founders, pour your heart and soul into your ventures. You see revenue figures that look impressive, and there's often money in the bank, creating an illusion of success. Yet, beneath this surface, a quiet anxiety often brews, a sense that something isn't quite right. This isn't a personal failing. It's a systemic issue rooted in how we perceive and manage business finances. You might feel like you're constantly chasing your tail, making decisions reactively, and always just one step away from a financial tightrope walk. This video is for every one of you who feels this tension, who suspects there's a deeper truth to their financial picture. Welcome to The Profitable Owner, a space dedicated to real business owners like you. We cut through the hype, the hustle culture, and the get-rich-quick fantasies to discuss what truly matters, the fundamental mechanics of business money. Our promise is simple yet profound. We're here to demystify how money actually behaves within your business, empowering you to make calmer, smarter, and more strategic decisions. No more guessing, no more sleepless nights wondering where all the money went. This isn't about complex accounting jargon or selling you a magic bullet. Instead, we're going to illuminate critical distinctions that can transform your financial understanding. We'll explore why revenue, profit, and cash are distinct entities, often confused, and how your bank balance can be a deceptive indicator of true financial health. We'll also tackle the perplexing reality of why many seemingly profitable businesses still feel incredibly fragile. By the end of our time together, you'll be equipped to answer a crucial question with genuine honesty. Is my business actually profitable, or does it just look that way? This clarity is your first step towards building a truly resilient and thriving enterprise. Let me paint a picture that might resonate deeply with many of you. Your business is generating sales, clients are paying, and the revenue numbers are climbing. From an external perspective, everything appears to be flourishing, perhaps even wildly successful. You're busy, you're growing, and you're making things happen. However, internally, a persistent feeling of tightness, of financial constriction, often takes hold. You find yourself hesitating before taking a well-deserved owner's draw, or major expenses trigger a wave of nervousness. There's a pervasive sense that you're perpetually just 1 or 2 challenging months away from significant financial stress. This feeling is incredibly common among small business owners and startup founders. The most perplexing aspect of this situation is the inability to pinpoint a specific problem. You can't identify a single wrong element, leading many to internalize the issue. I should be better at this, you might think, or other entrepreneurs seem to have it all figured out. This self-blame often culminates in the disheartening conclusion, maybe I'm just not good with money. But here's a crucial truth, one that we want to reassure you with. This feeling is not a personal failure. It's not a reflection of your intelligence, your work ethic, or your capabilities as a business leader. Instead, it stems from a widespread, structural misunderstanding of how business money truly operates. It's a knowledge gap, not a character flaw, and it's entirely fixable. One of the primary reasons business owners experience such profound confusion is the conflation of 3 distinct financial realities. Most entrepreneurs, understandably, tend to treat these as interchangeable, but they are fundamentally different. Understanding these distinctions is the cornerstone of true financial clarity and control. Revenue is simply the total money your business brings in from sales of goods or services. It's the top line on your income statement, and it feels incredibly good to see those numbers grow. It's visible, it's tangible, and it's often the metric most celebrated and focused upon by external observers and even by ourselves. High revenue often equates to perceived success. However, revenue alone tells you almost nothing about the actual health or profitability of your business. A company can boast impressive revenue figures and still be hemorrhaging money, operating at a significant loss. Think of a restaurant with packed tables every night. If their food costs are too high, or their labor is inefficient, high revenue doesn't guarantee profit. It's a measure of activity, not necessarily of financial well-being. Profit is what remains after you've subtracted all your expenses from your revenue. This is where many business owners stop their financial analysis, breathing a sigh of relief. I made a profit last year, they declare, and that sounds incredibly reassuring. It should be, as profit is undeniably a vital indicator of a business's viability. It signifies that your business model is fundamentally sound, at least on paper. Yet, profit alone still doesn't tell the complete story, and this is where the paradox begins to emerge. You can have a healthy profit margin, a positive bottom line, and still find yourself in a precarious financial position. Profit is an accounting concept, a calculation over a period, but it doesn't inherently mean you have cash readily available in your bank account right now. This distinction is often the source of immense frustration for financial managers and business owners alike. Cash flow is the dynamic movement of money into and out of your business. It's about timing, when money actually arrives in your bank account versus when it actually leaves. This is the critical element that often blindsides even profitable businesses. You can be profitable on paper with a fantastic income statement and still not have enough cash to cover payroll, pay suppliers, or even pay yourself when those obligations come due. This is the fundamental reason why so many business owners exclaim, "I don't understand where the money went." They see profit, but they don't see the cash. Cash flow is the oxygen of your business. Without it, even a profitable enterprise can suffocate. Understanding and managing cash flow is paramount for survival and growth, far more so than just focusing on revenue or even profit in isolation. Let's talk about the most common culprit behind financial confusion: your business bank account. For most owners, the bank balance is the primary, often sole, indicator of financial health. When you log in and see a healthy number, your brain instinctively asks, "Is this enough? Can I afford this new investment? Am I doing okay?" It's a natural human response to seek reassurance from the most visible financial metric. The problem, however, is that your bank balance is merely a snapshot in time, not a comprehensive diagnosis of your business's financial condition. It's like looking at a single frame of a movie and trying to understand the entire plot. That number doesn't tell you what money is already earmarked for future expenses, what significant bills are looming, or what tax liabilities are quietly accumulating. It doesn't differentiate between cash that's truly yours to spend and cash that's merely passing through. A large deposit from a client might feel like a huge win, a sign of success. But if that payment covers services to be delivered over the next 6 months, or if a significant portion is immediately due to subcontractors, it's not truly free cash. This is why businesses can feel flush with cash one month, leading to a sense of security and perhaps even impulsive spending, only to find themselves in a state of panic the very next month when major expenses hit. The bank balance is a temporary reflection, not a reliable forecast, and relying solely on it is a recipe for financial whiplash. This brings us to a phenomenon I call the profitable but broke paradox, a frustrating reality for countless dedicated entrepreneurs. On paper, everything looks good, revenue is strong, profit exists, and the business is technically working according to traditional metrics. Your accountant might even tell you that you had a great year. Yet, in your day-to-day experience, the reality is starkly different. Your owner's pay is inconsistent, often the last thing to be paid, if at all. Cash flow is unpredictable, leading to constant stress and reactive decision-making. You feel like you're always putting out fires, never truly ahead. This constant state of financial uncertainty takes a heavy toll, impacting your personal life, your relationships, and your overall well-being. This paradox exists because profit, as an accounting concept, does not automatically equate to liquidity. Liquidity is the ability to readily access cash when you need it to meet your short-term obligations. You can have a fantastic profit margin, but if your clients pay slowly, or if you have significant inventory tied up, or if you're constantly reinvesting every dollar back into growth without proper cash management, you'll be cash poor. Business owners don't live on profit, they live on liquidity. If you can't reliably pay yourself, if you can't plan for future investments without panic, or if your business can't absorb unexpected shocks, then your enterprise is fundamentally fragile, regardless of its reported profitability. This fragility undermines your ability to lead, innovate, and truly enjoy the fruits of your labor. Another significant reason why owners often misinterpret their financial situation is what I call activity bias. As entrepreneurs, we are inherently driven, action-oriented individuals. We equate busyness with productivity, growth with progress, and high revenue with undeniable success. The more we do, the more we sell, the more we grow, the more successful we must be, right? But here's a crucial distinction. Activity is not health. A business can be incredibly busy, experiencing rapid growth and demanding every ounce of your energy, yet still be poorly structured financially. In fact, for many startup founders and small business owners, growth often magnifies existing financial weaknesses rather than solving them. It's a common misconception that simply growing will fix underlying issues. Consider this. More clients often mean more expenses, more complex operational demands, and more timing issues with payments. Rapid growth can put immense pressure on your cash flow, requiring significant upfront investment in inventory, staff, or marketing before the revenue from that growth actually materializes. This increased activity, without a robust financial framework, can lead to greater risk and even more stress. You might find yourself working harder than ever, only to feel more financially precarious. It's a treadmill where the faster you run, the more exhausted you become, without actually getting ahead. So, if revenue, profit, and cash flow, when viewed in isolation, aren't enough to define true financial health, what does real profitability actually mean for a business owner? Let's move beyond the traditional accounting definitions and embrace an owner-centric perspective. This is where thought leadership truly comes into play, offering a more holistic and empowering view. Here's a simple, yet profound, owner-level definition. A truly profitable business is one that can consistently pay its owner a fair and predictable salary, comfortably cover all its operational expenses, and systematically build robust cash buffers. It's a business that can absorb unexpected surprises without panic and strategically fund its future growth and innovation without resorting to desperate measures or constant anxiety. Profitability, in this sense, is not merely a number on a report. It's a condition, a state of financial well-being and stability. It's about how secure and resilient your business feels over time, not just how good one particular month or quarter looks. It's the ability to make proactive decisions, to invest in your team, to take calculated risks, and to ultimately build the life you envisioned when you started your business. This kind of profitability provides peace of mind, strategic capacity, and true freedom. At the heart of this widespread struggle is a fundamental truth. Most business owners don't lack effort. You are incredibly hardworking, dedicated, and often brilliant in your chosen field. You certainly don't lack intelligence, nor do you typically lack revenue-generating capabilities. The problem isn't a deficit in your character or your business acumen. What you truly lack is clarity. You were never explicitly taught how business money behaves in the real world, how these different financial elements interact, and how to interpret the signals your business is sending. You were taught how to create value, how to make sales, and how to deliver exceptional products or services, but often not the intricate dance of financial management that underpins sustainable success. This knowledge gap is incredibly common, and it's not your fault. The incredibly good news, and this is where the reassurance comes in, is that this problem is entirely learnable and fixable. You don't need to work harder, you need to work smarter. It doesn't require you to become an accountant overnight, but it does require a shift in perspective and a commitment to understanding these core financial principles. It requires implementing better structures and making more informed, strategic decisions based on genuine financial insight, not just gut feelings or misleading bank balances. In our next video, we're going to dive into one of the biggest drivers of stress and confusion for business owners: how they pay themselves. We'll explore why most owners approach this critical aspect in the least effective way possible, and how you can transform it into a source of stability and motivation. If this video felt uncomfortably accurate, if it resonated with that nagging feeling you've had, that's not a bad sign. In fact, it's a powerful indicator that you're not broken. You're simply beginning to see the financial system of your business with newfound clarity. This awareness is the first, most crucial step towards genuine change. This is the Profitable Owner, and we are here to empower you. Our mission is to help you build a business that doesn't just look successful on the surface, but one that is fundamentally sound, resilient, and truly supports the life you aspire to live. We believe every entrepreneur deserves that peace of mind and financial freedom. If you found value in this discussion, please take a moment to like this video. Your engagement truly inspires us to continue creating helpful, actionable content for you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's your biggest financial challenge right now? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for joining us, and here's to building truly profitable businesses together.